Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Raynday Gaming. My name is Raynday, and thank you all for tuning in today. I apologize, first off, for not putting out as much gameplay as I would have liked this last week, so I'm really eager to get to this Apollo game, the hyper carry Apollo. We didn't see him a lot in the Smite World Championships, but you'll be seeing him today. I definitely encourage you guys to watch this whole game to see a little bit of this potential that this god has in Clash, as well as overall in just the meta. He's a very good god. He's really a good god. I've never seen Apollo be bad, really, in these last several months. He's kind of always been a decent god, although not picked very often. And I'm going to be trying out a relatively new build here, so it should be interesting for all of you theory crafters here to kind of see this in action. This is going to be a Bloodforge based, Devourer's gloves based build. Now, why is that important, Raynday? Why do I even care about that build? Well, it's because typically right now, there is only one item built on Hunters in the early game, and that is Soul Eater. Soul Eater being an item that grants you physical health, it grants an aura to your teammates for lifesteal, and I believe physical power. It might be protections. I'm sorry, I haven't looked at Soul Eater in a while. I haven't played my game in a while. I've just been able to watch my previously recorded game, so I haven't been able to look at items the way that I would have loved to, and of course, I'm just not searching items on the internet, which I could easily do. What am I saying? Here we go. The chains comes out for the Ares, and the perfect route from the Ravon securing that damage is myself there, going and getting the first blood kill, and it looks like we are off to a good start in this game. Apollo with an early kill. Tough character to deal with there. The Poseidon waiting in the rafters, trying to make his move as the Anubis takes out our Zidane from Raynstorm, playing as the Arachne in this game. The Chalk is pressuring me here over in this solo lane. I do my best to go ahead and steal this damage buff here, but the Janus, unbeknownst to me at this time, is coming over to portal me and steal that damage buff. A good pickup for him. I try and pressure him with a basic attacker or two, but I miss both of them, and it doesn't really matter. But back to the subject, guys. Before I get my dubs checked, I'm just remembering a rhyme of when I was a kid. I used to make rhymes when I was a kid, so I'm such a freaking... I'm an interesting dude. I did so much. I feel like I've had three lifetimes already in terms of like things like songwriting and rapping and singing and YouTube and soccer. It's acting. It's hilarious. But anyways, back to the point of this video, guys. The Devourer's Gloves is not an item that's seen right now. It's not favored. The reason is there's so much value in getting the early health as the Janus ultimate comes out, and I see it coming. I dash out of the way, and it misses. The Ares ultimate comes out, grabbing the Hades. However, the Hades is stationary because of his Pillar of Agony, leaving him in a stationary position, pulling all of those enemies towards him, causing damage and increasing his physical protections, but it does not end up increasing his protections enough as he goes down there to one of our teammates, putting us 2-1 up. And as the engagement filters over here, I see the Poseidon creeping over. It looks like Kraken is coming, and I dash out of the way, baby. Saw that one coming, and 2 times in a row, I'm aware, and my dash saves my life. A great thing for me because I'm able to get all of these minions here kind of by myself and get that solo experience, which is so needed as the engagement is going on. I'm trying to last hit a lot of these archers as Ravon goes off and cleans it up a little bit. I'm going to try and back here and grab the finishing aspect of my Devourer's Glove so I can go ahead and get my boots too, and I can also get my my Devourer's Gloves finished so I can start stacking that physical power and physical lifesteal. Now, Soul Eater is an item that grants a special aura, grants a lot of health. And why is 300 health important? Man, because that means that you can pretty much negate an entire ability from an opponent that opponent, if they don't have Soul Eater, can't negate from you. Not only that, you're getting lifesteal, you're getting power. There's a lot of good things on that item, and it's cheap. It's cheap, too, so that is why a lot of people have just switched to, you see in professional play, no one really using Devourer's Gloves right now. Really, all Hunters are being built pretty much the same way with Soul Eater, boots, and then some form of like Ikavol or Executioner following that up. So it's pretty much a very standard Hunter build right now, so I'm doing something a little bit out of the norm, but with Apollo, because he hits so hard, he can trade so well in so many different forms. Whether you go a crit build, whether you go a unicorn build, Apollo can really do some amazing things. As you see our Zidane getting on the board over there as well. The root comes out from the Ravon. I'm picking up the Chalk as well, but the Ravon gets the last kill. The Hades is here. Pillar of Agony not saving him again. However, I get this last kill, but the Kraken finishes me off, giving that Khaleesi, Game of Thrones fan, hype, good job, but he gets that double kill and takes us out. Down, 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 down. And that's not fun for me. I'm looking at the score. I'm 2-1 and 1, and he is 2-0. And again, that question I always raise to my viewers. Is it oftentimes a lot of people want to go get that kill and say, yes, I killed him, I died though, but I killed him, it was worth it. It's not always worth it, guys, as you see me just come back in the lane quickly using my ultimate there. That global ultimate from Apollo allowing me to go ahead and try to steal that damage buff, at least contest it. It does not go in my favor this time as they pick that up. The Hades pursues me here into this lane. But it often is not as worth it as you may think here. The damage coming out from the So Beautiful, taking out the Janus before he can even realize he's in trouble. And, of course, the slow from Ravon making it a lot more capable, making it a lot more accessible for me to get those last couple of basic attacks. That slow being really, really strong. Ravon doing a great job of setting me up and setting up a lot of these kills, being involved. I wouldn't be surprised if he has 4 or 5 assists at this point because he's been involved in pretty much all of my kills and I think some of the other ones as well. So Ravon very, very strong right now as the Hades picks up a kill onto our Zidane as the Ares returns the favor onto their Anubis. The Chalk ultimate coming out and I happen to get hit by it, but my basic attacks still work. I'm feeling good, but the Poseidon comes around the corner and knocks me out again. I am feeling frustrated. I need to do a little bit of meditative breathing here because I am really annoyed at this Poseidon, who's now I think 3-0. And just like I'm saying, guys, is it worth it? This goes to say, yeah, you go 2-1, but someone goes 2-0, and that 2-0 is a big difference than 2-1 because there's no downtime for that 2-0. They're up, they're grabbing camps, they're grabbing experience, they're grabbing gold, and they're getting levels ahead of you, and they're engaging in fights and putting pressure on the map, and all that time they're up doing that consistently the entire game because they haven't died. You have taken that time to go back to your base, to have a respawn timer, to not get experience, to not clear and apply pressure on the map as you see the Ravon comes out. So I just want you guys to really realize that sometimes getting that kill but giving that other player a kill and pretty much having that ability to stay alive and stay up while you go ahead and get down and basically negate some of the bonus benefit of getting that extra golden experience because you're not getting experience while you're dead is probably something you want to consider just mathematically and just looking at it over a course of time, whether it's really worth it to do that, and rather than just play it safe. As you see, a great 3-man ultimate coming out from the Ares. I'm pressuring the Chalk. I missed a couple of the basic attacks. I try to go for the Janus here as well. I hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I missed the 5th one, but the So Beautiful comes out, taking him down. The Hades pressuring me as well, and I'm using my my basic attacks. I feel great until the Poseidon comes around the corner and just, well, I think pretty much you just watched the same play on replay, I think about 5 times in a row. It's 4-3, and I feel like every time I'm doing well, I just keep getting killed by the Poseidon, and that is the victim mentality. You ever feel that way, guys, when you're like, man, every time I do something great, I get killed. I can't get out of this phase. I had that a lot with Bologna, to be honest. But I would just kill someone and then get killed. And I was like, damn, I freaking can't get out alive. This is what I feel like in this game. And I want to bring this up for a couple of reasons. As I decide to grab my ultimate here and ride back into the fray of fight, or at least get into the lane sooner than later. As I see, not much is happening there. It's a little bit of an aggressive play onto the Anubis. I've used my ultimate. I hit him with the So Beautiful, and I see the Ravon pressuring. He goes into his ultimate. I decide to go ahead and help my brother there to just secure this kill. I go ahead and pick up the kill onto the Anubis, and I see the Hades possibly coming towards me, but he doesn't see me. I use my number 2 to basically mesmerize him. The Janus ultimate coming out. I fake like I'm going to the left and hide behind my pillar. The Janus trying to get away. The Ares chain's coming out. He goes through his portal, but it's not enough. He gets pulled back. One more basic attack should do it, but he gets away. The Hades Pillar of Agony taking him clear. The Freya ults out of it, but she's not going in the right direction fast enough, and she's able to basically, well, she's able to miss. He's able to escape. Not what we wanted, but that's just what happened, and it looks like somehow the Janus escapes. The chain's coming out from the Ares, doing a great job of keeping him in place. The Poseidon there pressuring me again, and the Kraken takes down the Ares. And you can see, guys, what we did to this Poseidon. Poseidon, a very strong character in Clash, by the way. If you ever want to play Clash, as you see here, whoop, stole the damage buff. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Sometimes that So Beautiful is just so beautiful. You know what I mean, guys? I just feel good. Just feel good about stealing those damage buffs. Get the little wins, the small victories. Like I got that. I feel a little bit better. That's like a good vibe. Now I'm starting to get a little bit of a rhythm as the Anubis ultimate comes out there, and my ultimate's not available, so I'll have to actually start running back towards the fray. Running back, I feel so spoiled. Like, why should I have to run? I'm Apollo. Apollo doesn't run to fights. I'm feeling a little spoiled there, but Anyways, guys, back to what I was really discussing is just this concept of looking at games really strategically and looking at the mistakes that you feel like you're a victim to, really becoming aware of what you're doing. I talk about this in my video, the top 5 ways to become a better Smite player. My number one suggestion, not in any relevant order, but just the fact I mentioned it first, is that you have to be aware of what you're doing and how you're dying. If you're aware of that and you gain that awareness, you can actually make adjustments, and those adjustments are the things that stop you from doing it in the future. I think if I realized that first moment with Poseidon, that I really needed to be careful of him and look out for him in all of these team fights, I would have been able to avoid some of those kills. I would have positioned myself differently. I wouldn't have gone all in, but I still seem to be trying to learn the same lesson. And I remember playing this game and just being frustrated, thinking things weren't going my way. But as I look back at it, I'm thinking, you know what? I didn't take as much responsibility for knowing that this Poseidon was basically a whirlpool Kraken away from killing me every single play. And if I was going into all these engagements in a really vulnerable state, when I went and tried to kill that Anubis, basically I used my dash. You find that I'm using my escapes to go ahead and initiate. I'm playing very aggressively, and at this point I don't want to do that. So personally right now I'm getting that awareness. We'll see if I get that awareness in the game as I try to go ahead onto the Poseidon here. I hit him with my So Beautiful in one basic attack, but again the Kraken comes out. However, this is a defensive Kraken, not enough to kill me. However, it is enough to stun me and actually delay my pursuit, and therefore the Ravon is the only one who has a chance to kill him, and it looks like our Ravon has come back here, so the Poseidon does escape again. Man, that guy's just kind of getting away with murder right now. Literally, he's murdering all of us and getting away, so that's the perfect definition of getting away with murder. Oh my god. By the way, I've heard that was a good TV show. Do you like that show? Anybody watch that show? I've never seen it. I have no interest in seeing it. Is it good? I need a new TV show. What should I watch, guys? Let me know in the comment section below what you think I should watch. I need something here. I'm watching the weirdest anime ever. It is called oh man, what is it called? It's this weird thing where they wear Gundam suits and fight this DNA monster in outer space, and everyone is a unisexual, they can basically change their sex at will, and everyone looks really weird, and it's a really weird thing. I'm just in a I'm in a discovery zone. Let's put it that way. I'm trying to learn about this. I'm maybe if I watch it and it's so bad, I will somehow either start to appreciate it, or at least I'll know about an anime that my friends don't know about, which is really what I'm trying to do. Every time I watch a freaking anime, they're like, oh yeah, I know that one. This is not bad. I'm like, fuck you. You don't know about this one. You don't know about this one. They're like, yeah, I read that one. I'm like, oh my god. Oh man, so much time invested there, and you see it's not paying off in my Smite gameplay because I just go ahead and get taken out. Although I do get the Poseidon, I get taken out by the Hades and the Anubis combo there. Very potent, allowing me to really, without beads, do nothing about it. And so that's really a good thing for me to really bring back to the subject of this gameplay, which is learn from your mistakes. Again, I was very aggressive. I dashed into that. I did not have my dash to escape, and if I did, I would have gotten out. I'm letting them know right now, guys. You see in the bottom left corner, good job, keep it up, guys. We're having these moments where we're winning and losing. We're doing a good job, and then we're somehow losing some engagements, and so it's kind of really hard to see who's winning this game. I'm doing well, I feel, but then I keep dying, and they have a Poseidon that's really going ham. And so I'm really trying to just let them know in my own way that, hey guys, we got this. We're doing our best. As you see the dash there, trying to get that kill, but putting myself in a really dangerous position. I don't know where the Poseidon is. I'm not thinking about him. If he came over right now, he could very well kill me with a Whirlpool Kraken. And so that is the issue, as I see the Ares ultimate take out, so I'm not worried about him. My Audacity does trigger, and I do get a couple of basic attacks there. I hit the Janus with my So Beautiful, and he tries the ultimate, and it does not work, but he does kill the Arachne on the other side. What a snipe by that dude. Props to him, man. I gotta say, he died in the process, but hey, he went down swinging. He went down portaling. That's not a saying, but maybe it should be for interstellar portal gods, masters of time and space. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's a thing that they'll start saying to each other. Are there more of Janices? Are there Jani? I don't know. Anyways, the Hades is there. I've got my dash. I need to get out of here as soon as possible, ASAP, and I do. We're back here pressuring. I don't have a lot of mana, and I do not have a lot of health, although health is not the issue with Apollo and this build. As you can see, my Bloodforge basically allowing me to build my health back right here in just one buff camp to where I am capped, beyond capped there. So the thing about this build is you'll have great sustain in lane, especially if you use your abilities sparingly. At times I will actually even purchase meditation in Clash because I love staying out in lane to be able to just pick up that experience. And I find that, you know, I'm not using actives as much as I thought. I've really trained myself to kind of like use actives really in dire circumstances only, and I think it's because the level of play, I think at a very, very professional level, like if I was in the SBL, I would have to really improve my active play. But I think at the casual or ranked, or you know, just people who aren't in the SBL level, you can kind of get away if you're a knowledgeable player without spending money on actives and just itemizing and prioritizing your items. I tend to do that a lot. Let me know if you guys do that, because I think it's kind of a common thing sometimes not purchasing that, although it's not the best habit. I agree. I will definitely start looking at that myself, guys, because I want to improve. I always want to get better. I want to make sure I'm being the best I can be, as the Chalk takes just a very bad route away. I don't know if he had much he could do there, but I was just like curious why he went behind. It just seemed like he would have been better off just running straight away from the tower, you know, back up this lane. But you know, to each his own. His own death, you know. What's the Robert Frost poem? Two roads diverged in a wood. I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Well, yes, it did make all the difference, Chalk. You died a horrible death to a musician god, I guess. So, you know, hey, hopefully that's not your experience when you take a path less traveled. Hopefully you're like, wow, yeah, I learned a good experience. Like, you know, I went out of my comfort zone. Like, I met a new friend. I didn't die a horrible death. Man, oh man, it's late. I'm going crazy here, guys, but I'm excited to be with you. It's so good to be back here playing, and just not playing, but at least commentating and talking to you guys. And I'm really excited about the tournament coming up. Great engagement here that I want to commentate on. The Janus pulls away. Great ultimate, portaling out of the danger. One more basic attack would have done it. The Chalk is on the left-hand side. I'm trying to go ahead and pressure, or at least stop the pressure coming on from our left tower here. You see I'm staying on the left side as much as I can, trying to get as much solo farm as well so I can get ahead of the team, because I'm level 16, and that makes a difference when I'm fighting level 14s, 15s, and 13s in the Chalk, the Anubis, the Janus, and of course the Hades and the Poseidon. But you see here the Anubis trying to do damage to me, but my lifesteal is so strong that basically I'm able to counteract his damage and do enough damage myself. You see here I'm using my basic attacks to go ahead and finish off the Hades. I get out with 69 health. The Janus is coming towards me, but I use my So Beautiful to go ahead and take him out after he beads, wasting those beads. I use my ultimate to jump up into the air, but the Zidane Arachne seals the deal and gets that kill. Go ahead, get that kill. Come on and get that kill. We gone and get that kill, and now we're in the lead, guys. I'm so happy. I'm singing. It's 24-16. We're doing really well. We're up by 2,000, 3,000 gold. Life is good. I'm 10-4. Now this is the kind of Apollo game I'm sure you guys wanted to see. I've got full rage. Deathbringer is almost finished, so I should be critting an extra 40% on those big crits in just a moment. So that's pretty exciting. And you can see kind of the power of this build. A lot of mages, a lot of characters with these kind of burst abilities. If you can survive that burst with a couple of big crits, you're pretty much going to kill them. There's really no doubt about it, because of the fact that you're going to be able to sustain their damage. You're going to be able to do much more damage. You see here, I'm being so aggressive, I don't realize the damage coming out from that Poseidon, and he Whirlpool Krakens me and kills me just after I think I'm 10-4. I'm doing great. I'm pretty much invincible. I just almost killed everyone, and our team just dominated. And we go ahead and lose 2 players in a row to this engagement. The Kraken from the Poseidon, and of course the pressure from the 4-man rotation there, and then the Zidane getting captured with the Arachne into the Pillar of Agony and just taking all of the damage from all of them. And now it is 24-19. We are tied in gold almost, only a 500 gold lead, and we just lost everything we worked for. And again, guys, this is why I said that first message, the Ravan forced to ult out. This is why I said that first message to them about halfway through the game. You know, we lose the tower there, but I'm like, guys, keep going. It's all good. We got this. Positive atmosphere, positive environment, positive support gives people the idea and the intention and the awareness that you're not just going to leave. You're not going to give up, that we are in it to win it. We are in it to be supporting each other to win this game and to do our best. Even if we lose, even if we don't have good moments, we are here. As you see, I'm going ahead straight to try and aggress on the Poseidon. I'm assuming his ult has to be down because of the fact that, oh my god, his ult is not down. Holy sh... Woosah. Woosah. Again, just a bad awareness from me. Just the fact that the Poseidon ultimate happened to not be on cooldown, which I thought it was, but again, he must have been building cooldown. He must have been building something, or at least I just must have been not paying attention to my death timer. I'm looking at what is he building right now. I think it was blue boots, so I think he does have a little bit of cooldown there. Yeah, he does have blue boots, and he's got Chronos pendant, so it is up very quick. Max 40% cooldown, so I didn't realize that, and again, what could I have done, guys? I could have looked at how my opponent was building. I could have built towards that. If I knew he had some type of, you know, cooldown incentive to really get kills off of his Kraken, which, you know, that's what Poseidons do a lot of the times, I would have really looked to buy an Aegis, and I did, and I just used it. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is just the quintessential fat finger. I don't know why I did that, but I used my Aegis right after I bought it, and it was only level 2, so now I've got like 2.5 minutes before I can use it again. Man, but that's one of the sweet things about this game. It's just, you know, you make mistakes, you know what I mean? You make mistakes, you laugh at it, you learn from it. Guys, please don't take your mistakes too seriously. You know why? Because they just teach you how to do things right. You need to fail a lot sometimes to get the right answer. It's just, you know, like Thomas Edison said, he didn't find out how to, you know, he didn't fail. He just found out 99 ways how to not make the light bulb. You know what I mean? And that allowed him to find the 100th way that taught him how to make the light bulb here. As I'm engaging on the chalk, getting one big crit here. The Hades, however, gets me with his Pillar of Agony. I have my dash available, and I use it. 2 big crits, take out the Janus. The Hades and I are going back to back, but because his silence is combined with his blight, I am feared and not able to basic attack, and I thus get taken out by his number 3. Because if I was able to basic attack during those 2 seconds while he was charging that up, I would have been able to not only crit him, but lifesteal back enough health to survive his burst. I almost guarantee that, guys. And you can see there, the Hades did a great job of playing to his strengths, of fearing me, but not only fearing me, but not only silencing me with his number 2, which is a straight silence, using the blight from his earlier ability, or one of his basic attacks, to combo that silence into an actual fear, which meant that I couldn't basic attack him before he got his damage off, and that made all the difference. And so just a good awareness for you guys to really look at some of the combinations that, you know, some of the things you may come up with when definitely facing a Hades. That fear can be really hard if you're a you know, a basic attack god. You're expecting that lifesteal with this type of build, and you get feared out of that, you know, and basically your basic attacks go to nothing, and you're in a bad position here. I see an engagement going on near the Fire Giant. They're looking like they're trying to take it. This is a big play. They're up by 3,000 gold. Can we turn this around? The Kraken comes out, and Detective Game, however, steals the Anubis. I land with my ultimate there onto the Whirlpool, taking out the Poseidon. The Janus tries to ult, but I kill him before it happens. The Hades is trying to get away. 1 crit, 2 crit, 3 crit, more. I'm chasing him. I'm trying to use my Mesmerize, but I get silenced out of it. I basically use it, but he's too far. He's out of my range. My So Beautiful doesn't hit because he dashes away at the last second, but that doesn't matter to me because I'm going for this Phoenix. Arachne tanking the Phoenix. Thank you, girl, but it doesn't take too long for me to finish that off. Apollo late game is crazy. I've got full Deathbringer, and I'm going for the Titan, baby. That's right. That engagement was enough for us to go ahead and start trying to win the game here. Can we do it? Hades, what were we doing again? I forgot. You and me? Oh, yeah, I was killing you, and you ran away, and I had to go ahead and get that one back. Give me that ass. 15-7 and 5 Apollo gameplay. That's the Apollo carry. That's never give up, never stop gaming. That's Raynstorm, and that's just a fun old game, guys. I got to tell you, I really get hype looking at that stuff because you see the ups and downs. You see the moments where you can give up, and you can basically say, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. This sucks. We keep making the same mistakes over and over again, but as long as you get up one more time, then you fall down. That is all that matters. That is all that you need to do to improve and to ultimately get what you want in this game. Guys, do not give up. Never surrender. I'll make a vlog about it. I'll tell you why in depth. A lot of people ask me about it. Don't do it. You deny yourselves the beautiful opportunities of banding together as a team, learning to play under difficult situations, learning to play against better players, learning how to play as a god who doesn't have an advantage and how to play as a god who's maybe a level behind or items behind, and how to strategize and position yourself for so many valuable things, guys, from that lesson. And I'm just glad to be able to show you guys off this build. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below about this full lifesteal build with the Devourer's gloves and the Bloodforge, 2 items you don't typically see in the hunter position. I actually like it a lot, and I think late game with Apollo, it's pretty really good. I've also tried unicorn build on Apollo, and that is just nasty as well. Let me know what you guys think, how you like to build them, and what you thought about this video. Of course, sending you my best from Chile, guys. It is great to be able to be with you. I've got a new bad lore coming out in a couple of days for you guys, so stay tuned for that, and of course more gameplay as soon as I can. Give me some time, guys. I'm doing the best I can. I love you all. Thanks so much for watching. As always, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this here at Raynday Gaming. And as always, never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you guys next time.